buddy. You got some snow on your beak? Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today I want to talk about something that anybody can do, that's very fun to do, that is also very empowering to do, that can give you some security, food security, no matter what is going on in the world, and that is saving seeds. Coming up. So first let's talk about why. Why would you need to save seeds when you could easily just go online and purchase seeds? And that's true. Sometimes, most of the time, you can do that, but sometimes you can't. And sometimes there are seed shortages, and sometimes a lot of people, because of the whole COVID situation, a lot of people just rush online to buy seeds all at once, and if you don't get there soon enough to get the seeds that you want, they're not going to be there. And you just don't know. There could be an emergency and everybody goes to the store and we suddenly have a food shortage and you are going to worry about feeding your family. Well, you can save seeds, and that's what people have done for hundreds, thousands of years, and it's something that me personally, that I'm just starting to get back into, and that I started to work and focus on this past year. So I'm going to share just a few of the things that I learned over this last year with saving seeds, and some things that I'm going to be trying to do this year to save different seeds. So hopefully you could be more successful yourself in saving seeds. So number one, you want to look for a certain thing when you're looking at seeds that you buy, and that is you want them to be open pollinated. There were a couple of plants that I grew last year that I had quite a bit of success with. One of them was a kind of hot pepper. It was called Jedi jalapeno peppers, and I got them from Johnny Seeds, and I ended up saving a lot of those seeds because they were very productive seeds, and that's something that is good with a lot of these hybrid seeds. But the one thing I didn't realize was that it was not an open pollinated variety. So a lot of those seeds that I saved probably aren't going to work. So I decided that this year all of the plants that I grow in my personal garden are all going to be open pollinated varieties that I know that I'd have the ability to save those seeds. So all of the seed packets that I'm about to show you are all open pollinated, and ones that I have saved and ones that I plan to save this year. So here we go. Now if you're totally new to gardening and looking to buy seeds and things like that, there are a lot of different companies that you can look for to purchase your seeds from. But me personally, I typically only buy from two companies. One is called Johnny's Seeds, and the other one is Baker Creek. I think Baker Creek is my favorite. One thing I really like about Baker Creek seeds is that they always, whenever you order, you could order 1 or 2 packets of seeds, and they always send you a free packet of seeds along with your order, no matter what, which is really cool. And sometimes they send you something that you never grew before or whatever, and I really think that's cool because it gets you growing more things. So the first packet of seeds I'm going to talk about is one that I had a lot of success with, and that is this pepper here. It's called Quadrado di Rossi, and D'Asti Rosso, sorry. And this was a beautiful, beautiful, thick-walled pepper, and this was our most productive pepper that we had grown last year, and I saved a lot of the seeds from this plant. And I also think I had a success with this plant because this was the only one that I grew in. I grew this in a raised bed that we used something called hugelkultur, which is half of the bed was filled with yard waste like leaves and sticks and branches and basically yard waste that is full of carbon materials and whatnot. And then the top layer of that was soil and compost. And that led to what I believe is the most healthy plants that we had, for peppers anyway, in our garden. So for peppers, I saved the largest and the most ripe peppers on that plant for saving seeds. And hopefully these will do well for us again. I also had a lot of luck with these. These are called lipstick peppers. These are a smaller pepper, but they were very, very productive. I just like them because when I make eggs or whatever, I can just use one, whole pepper, and it's really easy. Alright, next seed that was very successful for us was the San Marzano tomato. San Marzano heirloom tomato. These are perfect for salsa or canning and making spaghetti sauce, things like that. We make a lot of salsa, and fresh salsa is the best. So I saved a lot of these seeds to grow for this year. And I just think it's so cool that you could buy something once and save the seeds of that plant forever. And I believe I've read that when you save these seeds, like after they've grown in your, whatever your homegrown soil is, they should grow back even better, in the following years because they've adapted to your own soil. So that's another one I would recommend, especially if you're someone that likes salsa. San Marzano. Great tomato. And this one's from Johnny's Seeds. Another thing we grew, bush beans, green beans. This was called Trilogy. There are 3 different colors of green beans. They were green, yellow, and purple. And they're really good. And fresh off the vine, so good. We often steam them, but you could also eat them raw. So good. I got this packet originally. It says it comes with about 250 seeds. I didn't use all of them. We got so many green beans from this. I saved a lot myself and have them in a separate baggie here. I know I said at the beginning that I typically shop at Johnny's Seeds or Baker Creek Seeds, but these last few seed packets are from Territorial Seed Company. I've never tried them before, but looked like a pretty good company, so we're going to try it out. I just did an easy search on there for open pollinated varieties of seeds, and I got myself a nice little collection of things for seeds that hopefully I will only have to buy once and be able to save forever. And that's something you could do too. So here we go. I said I had difficulty with the kind of slicing tomato that I bought last year. It was a hybrid variety. So I got this. This is a Brandywine slicing tomato. Very fat, juicy heirloom tomato. It says it's a potato leaf variety. I've seen these before. They look like so fat and juicy that like the juice is just ready to like burst out of the plant. So very excited to be growing these, and I'll save these seeds forever. This is Bloomsdale spinach. So these are very large spinach leaves. I guess it depends on when you want to harvest them. But what I learned with spinach last year was that, well, maybe it's just where we are, but we had spring, and then it seemed like that it turned to summer. And a lot of these spinach plants just went to seed very fast, and they bolted. So we'll see how this does. We eat a lot of spinach, and spinach, very much like cilantro, they're very easy to collect the seeds, to seed save. They have little pellets that grow up the stalk, and you basically just pick them off the plant, and it's very easy to save those seeds. So we'll see how these do. I'll do another video probably later in the season on how the seed saving went. These are a variety of carrots called mignon, and never grew these before, but a lot of carrot seeds I see are hybrids, and this was one that was an open pollinated variety. I never tried to seed save on carrots, but it is possible. So we're gonna basically have a part of our home garden where it's just gonna be, we're trying to save seeds on a lot of these plants. So we'll see how this goes. This is a popcorn. It's called Glass Gem, and it's a very colorful popcorn. The kernels are all different colors, and it looks like beautiful, like glassy, beautiful popcorn. And my wife loves popcorn, so we're going to try this. And this should be very easy for seed saving. We could, I think you could just keep the kernel and let the whole cob and let it dry out. And when you want the popcorn, you could just literally pull them off of the corn cob. So we'll see how that goes, and that's another one we could save the seeds on. Now I said I had trouble with jalapenos, so I got this variety. It just says it's an early jalapeno, hot jalapeno. This is, of course, for our salsas that we like to make. Again, open pollinated. See how these do, and we'll save the seeds and hopefully have a lot of luck growing them in the future, and hopefully we won't have to buy any more of these either. Now I got another kind. This is California Wonder. This is the bell pepper I think a lot of us see in the supermarket. It's a very thick, fat pepper with thick walls. The kind of pepper that would be good for stuffed peppers, you know. I don't think I needed to buy this because I have so many seeds saved from the other pepper plants that I got last year, but I love peppers. I go through peppers like so much. So I got this kind, and we'll see how this does. It seems like a very productive variety. Nothing really special about it. It just should grow and be very productive, and that's what you want. So we'll save these seeds as well. This is called Blacktail Mountain. This is a watermelon. I only grew a few watermelon seeds last year. They were hybrids, and they were small. They weren't supposed to get very big, and I did not have success with them at all. So this is an open pollinated kind of watermelon, specifically developed for cold temperatures, and we get some cold temperatures here. It says it was developed in northern Idaho, where the nights get into the 40s, and we get that here too. So hopefully this will do well for us here, and we'll have some huge watermelons over the summer here. And lastly, I got a little packet of black turtle beans, black beans, and never grew these before. Beans are something that we tried to grow garbanzo beans last year. We didn't have a lot of success with them. I think that had something to do with the raised bed soil that I was using. But beans are something that obviously would be very important to grow for when you're in a situation where you want to grow a lot of food for storage. These kind of plants, you would just need to grow so many plants, plant so many plants to have enough beans for, storing for depending on how many people are in your family for the year. So that's just something you need to know ahead of time if you really want to save a lot of store a lot of seeds. You just need to plant a lot of these. So I'm gonna grow. I just got one packet of these just to see how they do, how many beans you can get per plant, and I will report back to you how these do later in the year. So that's it. That's just a few of the new seeds that I got for this year. Ones that I plan on seed saving for. And I think I might do future videos on the process of saving those seeds and let you know how that goes and how successful we are in that. If you stuck with me this long, thank you for watching our video. If you learned anything or enjoyed this video, give us a like. Follow us if you haven't already. And let us know in the comments, what are you growing this year? Are you thinking about saving seeds now that you've watched this video? And have you had any success in saving seeds in previous years? What have you learned? Let me know in the comments. And that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.